Sound checking.
1, 2, 3. Hello, dear colleagues. First of all, a lot of thanks to HT Solutions who are invited all of us on this, trust me, brilliant webinar. What will happen here? Instead of boring product presentation, we tell you a play about unjustified IT specialist. His attempt to restore justice, about CISO who just doing his everyday job that save company from losing money or doesn't save. Let's see during our play. Let's even rename our webinar into the first involved play about informational security. Starring presentation is working. Okay, starring is this play. Former employee of IT department with advanced skill, who know how to use Google, who has a lot of free time and desire to restore justice. CISO, new CISO, who just doing his everyday job. Employee on vacation. Also, next generation firewall, next generation IT virus, CM, and rest of infrastructure that new CISO successfully managed to rebuild with help of expert from HT Solution. Voices behind the scene, Alexander and Sergey. So, Alexander, who will be hacker today?
Maybe let's play.
Okay.
No, from beginning.
Okay. Come on. Okay, Alexander will be a hacker today, and I'll be play a role of CISO.
So let's begin. About Ibrahim. This story is about Ibrahim. So let's meet Ibrahim. He's a former sysadmin at a government bank, or not government bank. This doesn't matter. Some bank, and he is quite creative person. And after being fired, he had enough time to think about life. After 3 months of relaxing, he suddenly understood that it was unfair. So now Ibrahim have a strong wish of satisfaction. Ibrahim decided to get some money of this unfair situation. And what do Ibrahim first? First of all, he's trying to use his old credential to internal service in DMZ zone. But no success. I think that his account is locked. Yeah, maybe his account is locked. And then Ibrahim is trying to get into main gateway with such port knocking. So I believe you know what does it mean. If not, call me later. We have a lot to discuss. And port knocking is a good shit, but port knocking is still without success.
Good trial with old credential, but for sure every CISO knows that password politics, account politics is very important stuff. Also, luck is on CISO side with that port knocking. Last month, the perimeter was upgraded with help of HT Solution experts with a new UTM named WatchGuard. Accordingly, the old loopholes such as port knocking and some other stuff no longer needed, and all ports are not available from external.
Okay, and there is a question of Ibrahim, from Ibrahim. Ibrahim is thinking what to do next. And now, please comment below in the chat, what do you personally at the next step? In the chat. Yes. It's not difficult question. Oh, we have one answer. Please write your, I don't know. Okay. Launch virus. Where launch virus? He doesn't have any access at this time.
More details, please. Virus for sure, but what way? How?
By email. Okay, it's a good
Okay.
variant. Yes, it's a good variant, but Ibrahim do it some later, and it's a really good variant. Now he tried to. No, he tried to hack Wi-Fi. So Wi-Fi is one of the weakest place in any perimeter, and Ibrahim taking his laptop, going to cafe near his former place of work, and charged his Kali Linux app and trying to hack Wi-Fi. Ibrahim think it's be easy.
Okay. Despite the talented attempts of Ibrahim to penetrate perimeter via Wi-Fi, Tiso can claimly see Bajomi in his office lazily flipping alert from CM regarding the failed Wi-Fi attacks. Wi-Fi and bank also from WatchGuard. By the way, it's the most secure Wi-Fi in the market. Just Google what is wireless IPS and also Mircom reports regarding. So a couple of words regarding this green phase. Yeah, it's a CM. Maybe better to call it CM on steroid. This is really only one window, one workplace for whole security teams because of all logs from all sources, IT or informational security, collecting into Alien Vault, normalize it, analyze it, help in incident investigation, incident response, automate a lot of stuff, integrate with a lot of so natural dream of any CISO. Next,
And about virus. Okay, no one thought it would be easy. So next step of Ibrahim is buying a good crypto somewhere on dark web. Then Ibrahim is using this crypto to hide his Trojan, checking result of VirusTotal. As he has a good result on VirusTotal, his Trojan is hiding well. He is sending this cryptid virus to bank staff, his ex-colleagues, via email, yes. Ibrahim worked all night, sent the letter in the morning and went to bed. In the evening, he expected to see some working shells, but nothing came out.
CISO smiles on a pathetic attempts of a hacker. The power of WatchGuard also in very fast and powerful sandbox. The technical correct name is APT blocker, and friends call this feature really nightmare for zero-day attacks.
Yes, 0 day. Next, Ibrahim's idea is to attack laptop outside the perimeter. While investigating Instagram sounds strange. He got to know that some lady from his former place of work now on vacation, but sometimes work in a cafe. There are some people who can't part with a work laptop, have on vacation. So let's see how strong you are at social engineering. You have a colleague in a front of you. You know this colleague more about than her mother and her ex. How would you deliver a malicious file to her computer? Yes, in chat, please.
Promise will not share this information with cyber police. It's just exercises.
Invite her for a coffee and steal her laptop.
Nice idea, by the way.
Nice idea.
Also, you're receiving laptop.
Okay, it's a good idea. Maybe any more ideas?
Next time we'll upgrade our scenario. Okay. Any other ideas? Even if you steal laptop, what's the ideas how to you upload viruses on it?
Maybe no more ideas.
Okay, well, let's see what
send virus from Insta.
is some kind of new level of Instagram ability. Okay, let's see what Ibrahim will do.
So yes, Ibrahim meeting this girl in cafe. Remember his pickup lesson from school. Give a lady some little gift and roll 20 on his virtual dice. So they are well connected, maybe well connected. And few minutes later, maybe few, lady is away, not for a long time, and she hasn't blocked the laptop. If you think that it is a fantastic situation, remember how many times in the last week you have seen unlocked computer in your office. And don't forget, she trusts him. So Ibrahim insert a flash drive to install his Trojan, but nothing happened. And Ibrahim think, even you have blocked some way blocked USB ports, you have no block the internet, says Ibrahim, and tries to just download his Trojan from his share. No success. Ibrahim check his share on his mobile phone, and it's work. So confused, Ibrahim leaves the cafe, and lady is sad.
CISO rolls his eyes, completely disrespectful from William's side, thinking that endpoints, even out of perimeter, will be unprotected. Protection of endpoint is for sure the main task, one of the most important tasks of information security team. So the bank use F-Secure, powerful antivirus with a lot of features, including USB control stuff. Also, web exploits are the children fun for F-Secure because of antivirus has a browsing protection feature and web traffic scanning feature. So no pass around.
No pass around. Ibrahim tried several attacks vectors, but the perimeter is well defended. Looks like well defended. So depressing Ibrahim started drinking some alcohol, many alcohol, and lazy tries to find vulnerabilities in web resources in DMZ zone, like cross-site scripting, but
CISO sites really boring. DMZ is also under protection of F-Secure that has specialized agents for all roles of service, including mail service, file service, and web service as well.
But suddenly, Ibrahim reminded that he still has some working record. When he was fixed problem with one employer's VPN connection, he makes some record, and Ibrahim can find this record and can find in this record maybe employer's credential, and Ibrahim depressions stop. How to make our bridge Wi-Fi signal? Maybe some later we answer for this question. Oh, it's a variant. Wait. So okay. Okay. Ibrahim tries to use credential of these employers, and success. He connects via VPN. Maybe that's where phase one is ends, because Ibrahim gets an access into the perimeter. He realizes that there is a serious game started, and moves from his house to a cafe with a depression stop, and he moves to cafe with some open Wi-Fi. Maybe I need to say a few words about where Ibrahim has access now. He has RDP access to employer's computer with no admin privileges. And he has access to his old test virtual machine in test area network. So Ibrahim scans the network first. He understands that if a company has made big changes to its IT infrastructure, such as replacing firewall, replacing Wi-Fi action points, a lot may have changes internally as well. He discovered that some services, such as terminal server for management, Jira, Radius server, log server, and backup storage system, they're still in place. And what to do next? On the other hand, Ibrahim knows that many of his fellow administrators have if ain't broke, don't fix it attitude. And many services have not been updated for a long time. There must be vulnerabilities in them. Oh, yeah, no, stop. This.
CISO Profi and proud of it. In addition to antivirus, in all hosts, bank has vulnerability scanner agent. For sure, this vulnerability scanner from F-Secure, so integrated with patch manager, that part of antivirus solution, and all loopholes found, and created a tasks for appropriate relevant IT specialist to close it.
Yeah, Ibrahim expected to discover many vulnerabilities. There aren't many, but there are some few. And that situation motivated Ibrahim to keep going. he opened a database of exploits and tried to use them. Ibrahim is very surprised when he doesn't get any open shell. It's sad.
Looking through alerts in CM, CISO begins to take a sedative. Situation turn around very serious. The attack comes from inside the network. So, however, it's too far from a head attack because of network is segmented and traffic running from segment to segment is checked by IPS from WatchGuard. So sees that the attack is coming from, see exactly from attack is coming from, realize that it's a live and propofol attack and decides to catch the villain, not just block him.
Okay, and about phishing. So Ibrahim now inside the perimeter, and he wants to expand his influence in this network. So he generate and send several different phishing email from email address of an employer whose computer he has access. This is a valid internal email address. Why not read this email?
Because of email contains link to external resources. It's excellent because of full orchestra of DNS watch, the function of WatchGuard, the anti-spam on agent of host, anti-spam on web server. And let me remind that F-Secure has agents for all service roles, also anti-spam on perimeter, on WatchGuard, all this stuff. Like very good obstacle on a way of phishing.
Okay. So phishing hasn't give any results, but Ibrahim is really a creative person. So during the lunch break, he logs on the employer's computer, install a keylogger, and create some trouble with PC, such several processes that load CPU to 100%. Employers return to the computer after his lunch. He's unable to work, and employers call the administrator to fix this problem. So admin comes and unable to kill this process with user privileges, and just enter his password. The user is happy. He keep going working. Okay, admin is happy. The problem is solved, and Ibrahim is happy too. He finally has medium level admin password. At night, while everyone should be asleep, Ibrahim uses his admin password to log into. I want to hack Unix administrator. Uses his admin password to log into terminal management server, and now he have access to virtual infrastructure. The first the syncing Ibrahim does is turn off the log server. like nobody, no murder, or no logs, no hacks. Then he takes a close look to the backups. Many company have backups, but not defended this backup good. So Ibrahim wants to access to network segment that is responsibility of I would say for communication with the national bank. Then if he could do it, he can validate a large transaction and steal more money and from the bank, but not from its clients. Ibrahim is a bit Robin Hood. But he doesn't know what the segment and how to access it. So Ibrahim learns Jira carefully and find documentation he needs. One moment. What about our chat? Oh, some later. So he finds right documentation, and this network segment consists of PXE server and several disk-less client that connected through VPN and go to national bank and can perform a large transaction. This complicated structure has some security benefits, but we will not dwell on them. But Ibrahim still doesn't have access. He know about this segment, but haven't access to this segment of network. So Ibrahim decided to take some job in the form of more coffee, because it's going to be a very busy night to Ibrahim.
Okay, the situation is under control of Tissot. Tissot got the power of correlation. CM has a, by the way, Linvol has 7,000 of pre-installed correlation rules immediately from the box. And one of the rules is regarding dedicated team for dedicated resources, dedicated team of administrator for dedicated resources only in work hours. So this control is triggered because of we see that someone but administrate rules, sure, yeah, but not in working hours connecting to our resources. So does not need fishing or hunting because of excitement of chase he receives immediately on work. So William almost on a hook, and Tissot continued to give a time for specialized department, yeah, and for cybersecurity to found locally, I mean physically, where is William. So game is going on.
Yes, gaming going on. So what do Ibrahim next? In order to gain access to the protected network segment, Ibrahim needs to adjust the switch configuration. To do this, he needs to log in into Radio server, but Ibrahim doesn't have any access, so he couldn't authorize it on Radio server. But Ibrahim is former system administration of this bank, so he knows some features of this system. He simply shut down Radio server. In this case, it's possible to authenticate on the switch with local account, and local account is very old and no one has ever changed it. So Ibrahim may change configuration of the switch, no. And now his test virtual machine is on the same network as this PXE server and this client. So he just changing the boot parameters of his virtual machine and gets same client as apparatus. There is no much left to do, and Ibrahim start celebration. Yeah, start celebration. Finally, Ibrahim decided to encrypt some company resources. They have treated him badly, and he decided to give them back. Or at the last reason, they can simply demand ransom. Why not? Ibrahim runs his encryption scripts and doesn't ever look how it works. Right now, he's interested on the connection to the national bank.
Okay, but for encryptors, it's not so easy to do his job here because of, let me remind, bank uses F-Secure agents on host. So F-Secure agents intercepts multiple writes, massive multiple writes request, and if CZ is late or kills such process. So for encryptors, it's no way here.
But Ibrahim doesn't know about this moment, this time. So the money are so close. Of course, it's still needed to take an off and laundering, but this doesn't matter now. Ibrahim has a client in a security segment, and even a test password which has not been disabled. But documentation is not always kept up to date, and Ibrahim cannot connect and make transaction. Why?
Because of multi-factor authentication says you shall not pass. Yes, it's simple, maybe the simplest, but the most effective tool. It's must have for every organization. Let's remind some historical examples. Yeah, Troy wouldn't be destroyed if they used MFA for protection of the city. Or, for example, if Pandora's box was under the MFA, we would still be living in the golden age. So also thanks for one of our attendee who remind regarding multi-factor authentication. Sure, yeah, this is a professional and everybody knows that multi-factor is must have. And instead of conclusion of morality, yeah, it was enough time for cyber police and parade department to locate the hacker villain, yeah, and bring him to a jail. Instead of really morality, let's maybe read a little bit, listen a little bit regarding who was in role, yeah, and know about them more details. So yeah, I hope you everybody hears the sounds of this picture in your head. So and main roles: Tiso, brilliant, hide the pain, Harald, hacker, romantic, prisoner, pretty Ibrahim, employee on vacation, don't trust it, nobody sees in real life, it's fictional character, and John Travolta is John Travolta. Also in role of UTM, WatchGuard, model M5800, I don't want to bore you with all these features. It's the most fullest pack of security monitoring and control traffic features. Also, when all these features working, this device show you a little bit more than 11 gigabits per second. Plus, WatchGuard focusing only on security, and that's why providing totally for free the tool for visualization and analytic traffic. Also, management console from WatchGuard, it's totally for free. In portfolio WatchGuard, you can also find Wi-Fi, wireless with wireless controller or with cloud control, up to you. Also, it's a full pack of protection, point security, multi-factor authentication, endpoint protection, EDR, endpoint detection response, threat detection response, that like APT blocker, like Sandbox, but for hosts. Also, vulnerability scanner will be in portfolio at the beginning of the next year. Another one guy who helps CISO to protect infrastructure, it was F-Secure. It's antivirus with maximum pack of features, including USB port controls, including application control, including patch manager, and so on and so on, plus intrusion endpoint. It's the second solution, plus antivirus for Microsoft 365, plus vulnerability scanner. All this stuff from only one window with only one agent. Next is Alien Vault, green man face. Yeah, it's not only same. It's like CM plus a lot of stuff. Yeah, because of can work with hybrid infrastructure. If your infrastructure looks like part of on-premise, part of in private cloud, part of in Amazon AWS, and you're using Microsoft 365 and Google Workspace. So only one way how to secure all of it is Alien Vault, because of it's no problem to work with all of this hybrid infrastructure. Plus user behavior analytics, plus IDS network and host IDS, plus a lot of compliance reports, plus host behavior analytics, and all of this in very easy, maybe almost out of the box solution. That's all, guys. Please distribute experts from HT Solution regarding technical details, presentation, records of this video, trials, prices, and other stuff according to this product for this product station.
No question.
Because of all questions have to be forwarded to HT Solution. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Have a nice day.